disappointing isn't the word, Rob. You've had all night, all season, and a couple hours this morning to sort of chew on this. You said that they're headed towards separation, divorce, change at the very least. What does the future hold for Russell Wilson and company?
Yeah, let's set the scene a little bit. I mean, this past offseason, you get your franchise quarterback in Russell Wilson. Without being prompted, he just goes out there and says teams that he would like to play for. Not saying I want to be traded, but if I was traded, these are the teams I want to go to, right? So you set that scene. You talk about how you wanted to be involved in, player acquisition, bringing players in. You want to be in the decision-making process, all of these things. And then you come in this season as the leader of this team and you don't play well. Then you get hurt and you come back too fast and the team still isn't playing well. I think it can't be overstated when your franchise quarterback makes a statement like that in the offseason as the leader of a team. Yeah, the guys in the locker room are going to look at you a little funny. They're going to look at you, oh, so you don't believe in us. Why are you here then? Like, if I was in that locker room, those would be the questions I'd be asking my franchise quarterback, number one. Number two, I do think he came back too early. They wanted to talk about him being a great healer and challenging his body to get back. Let's just be honest. Russell Wilson is not healthy right now. The finger is affecting his accuracy. Right? And being a quarterback, you have to be accurate throwing the football. So I don't see a scenario where Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson both come back to the Seattle Seahawks. I just don't see it. And I think Russell and his wife would like to be in another city where, maybe her businesses can get going and her career can get going as well. But I can't see them back in this building. I can't see Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll together.
It's powerful stuff coming from you, a former Seahawks legend and a Super Bowl winner with the team who was with both those guys. Yeah. Is the toothpaste out of the tube? You know that market. You know that. Like, once he said that, is it all true, or can you pull it back in and maybe find a way to reconcile?
I think it's all out the tube, man. I mean, I'm just talking to people on Twitter, talking to a lot of the fans who, they love the Seattle Seahawks, right? At the end of the day, everybody that I'm talking to online is just like, you got to press reset. It's time, right? How about you just get something for Russell so that you just not, so that you don't have any, you're bearing the cupboard at the quarterback position. I think while he's under contract, you got to get something back for him. I can't see, and I know we talked about this earlier, Peter, and I can't see John Snyder in that building without Pete Carroll. It's just a whole weird dynamic. And you talked about their contracts being, still going for another 5 years. That's a tough, it's just going to be a messy offseason for my old team.
It's going to be an interesting team to watch. Pete Carroll is under contract through 2025. He's 70 years old. John Schneider, last playoffs, signed a 5-year extension on an extension he already had. So he's there till 2027. So, look, these contracts, these are billionaire owners. They could say, okay, well, fine. Yeah. Pete's gone. We'll eat the cost, and that's what it is. But they also don't love losing money. And to be wrapped up with a GM and a coach for the next 7 years is a lot. Russell, his contract's a little different. Question is, can you trade Russell Wilson? Like, not can you get something for him? You can get a lot for him. Sure. Can you be the GM, John Schneider, who's won a Super Bowl with? Can you be the guy to say, I'm the one who traded Russell Wilson from Seattle, maybe the most beloved Seahawk of all time, the only Seahawks quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He's got the Walter Payton Man of the Year thing. Last offseason aside, can the Seahawks actually trade Russell Wilson? Because that's what it's going to have to take. They're not going to cut him, and it's going to have to deal with either him being holding out, being unhappy, or the Seahawks actively saying it is time to press that button. The issue here with the Seahawks in the near future, they're not lush with picks. Nope. Usually when you lose, it's like, all right, at least we have a first-round pick. Look at the top 10 picks right now in the draft if it were to be tomorrow. That 5-1, the Jamal Adams trade, the Seahawks gave up their first-round pick, which actually ended up being the Jets pick last year and this year's first-round pick. So, you're not really taking a quarterback in the first round. You don't have a pick. So it's almost this fire the coordinators. Okay, they fire the coordinators every year. It's not there has to be a major change, or we're just going to say this was a wash year. Russell was injured. We need to go at it one more time. Let's bring the band back together. I'm just not sure. So I asked you if the toothpaste is already out of the tube and it's like, hey, the damage is done. Let's put a wrap on this and let's start a new era of Seahawks.
Quickly, what's the market for him like teams will want him? Yeah.
I think teams would be lining up, knocking down doors to get Russell Wilson. Probably 2 first-round picks. If Matt Stafford can get 2 first-round picks, I think Russell could maybe get 2, maybe even 3 first-round picks.
This seems to always happen with Seattle. Griffey, Sean Kemp, Randy Johnson, A-Rod, like those guys leave. It's heartbreaking. But if this isn't going to become a Pete or Russ thing, like that is not a thing. Like Pete has to go. You can't trade Russell Wilson, and you just don't see it. Like, find me the time a Hall of Fame superstar quarterback is traded in his prime. Recent examples. So look at Rodgers. Wild circumstances, massive media stuff, very personal. Still didn't happen. Deshaun Watson, wild circumstances, very personal. They still wouldn't do it. You can't, as the GM, as an owner, be like, yes, press the red nuclear button and trade Russell Wilson.
I'm trying to think of any.
Well, Matt Stafford got traded, okay? But a little bit different. And, they got a quarterback back. So I would say the same thing to Seattle. Like, it's as ludicrous as it is to trade Russell Wilson, still, there is no plan B. There is no draft pick coming.
But Kyle, I hear you on that.
What do you think?
But do you sit and continue to play this type of football? You owe it to those 12s out there to compete. Even John Snyder, you owe it to Pete Carroll. You owe it to this fan base to compete. And competing at the general manager job is looking at your team, understanding the right pieces and the wrong pieces, getting the wrong pieces out of there, getting right compensation for those pieces. That's how you compete at the general manager level. So I would just push back a little bit and just say, yeah, you don't usually see Hall of Fame superstar quarterbacks being traded. But at the end of the day, the front office has to compete.
Two types of teams out of 30. That's it. We got a great quarterback, and we don't. I think those 12s this morning would be terrified of the prospect of losing Russell Wilson. I think that would be apoplectic for them. That is their whole existence. He is the whole franchise. They keep Pete, or they do whatever they want to do with Pete. Russ is gone. We're into the upside down. He's the franchise. You can't. It is peculiar and as eccentric as he can be, and as up and down as his play is right now. Like, he's the man.
When Seattle was at its best, winning championships, always in the playoffs.
Right.
What was the identity of this team?
Defense and running the ball.
Defense and running the football.
Yeah, but Russ made some plays too. And Russ is very highly paid now. This is why it's tough. They can't run that back.
Thing is it
Talk about this
up to Russ? How much of it's up to Russ, Shriggs? Because if you're Russ and you're already disgruntled last year, when I'm making a decision to come back to a job, to pick up an option, to do another contract, even if things aren't good now, I'm thinking to myself, what are they going to offer me? What's going to be better? What changes are going to be made on the production side or leadership? I don't see it there. This whole season, it seemed like it was on Shane Waldron. This is the only change they made. They made it 2 days after they lost in the playoffs. It was almost like a knee-jerk reaction, and it was all on him. And clearly, it has not panned out. So they don't have a first-round pick. They don't have cap space. They can't say, well, we'll change the production staff. We'll change what this looks like and make it better. So if he was already disgruntled last year, why would he ever want to come back next year? They can't offer him anything.
That's a valid question. That was my whole thing.
You don't pick up the option. You don't come back to the job.
And you were pissed last year.
That's what I'm saying.
What they would offer him is a new head coach. I mean, if that tickles his fancy, if that's what he's into, and I don't know that it is, but that's the only option, and that's very expensive.
He's under contract, so it's.
They can't help him out. I love that you brought up the point about they're hamstrung completely. They can't help him.
Find a better wide receiver duo than Lockett and Metcalf.
It's tough.
Not wrong.